Most of us don't rest until we're allowed to. I know that this was definitely the case for me when I had chronic pain. And usually the thing that allows us to rest is actually the symptom. So for me it was back pain and sciatica, but for you it might be chronic fatigue or any other type of pain or any other symptom. The pain or the fatigue or the symptom gets loud enough that we have to stop. It's a sort of like permission slip. Just like me, you might have been taught that resting has to be earned. So you've got things to do and you have a list that you need to finish, and then you can rest. This is when you're allowed to sit down or relax or just chill. But the problem is the list kind of never ends, and your mind is always thinking about other things that you could do or should do. So really the only time you have to rest is when you get your symptoms. It's kind of like forcing you to rest, but you're uncomfortable, so you can't quite rest. It's actually virtually impossible to relax. It's not relaxing to be uncomfortable. Obviously, you're not doing that on purpose. Of course you're not. But a nervous system that can only rest in an emergency cannot really stand down. So today's practice is about slowing down. Slowing down signals to your nervous system that there isn't an emergency and that you can slowly come to rest. It's not a sort of abrupt moment where you go from activation and action to total exhaustion or burnout. So moving slowly is signaling to your nervous system that you are safe, that everything is okay, and that you can rest, or you can continue to move, but nothing is urgent, there's no pressure. So it's not necessarily about doing something different, it's about doing things in a slower, mindful way. Today's practice is seated, so all you need is a chair. So let's get started. So to get started, you can use the back of your chair if you want to. We'll come to the edge of the chair in the next posture. And I want to teach you different way of moving with your breath so that you learn to use the breath as the guide and the rhythm of your movement. So you can place your hands on your lap and you can really allow your body to be supported by the chair. And just take a moment to feel your breath in your belly. So you might want to allow the belly to rise as you inhale and to fall as you exhale. You're not really forcing anything, you're just kind of inviting your belly to rise. And as you exhale, it just automatically and naturally falls. And as you inhale, you can do this through the nose. And as you exhale through your mouth, as if you were breathing through a straw, but in a relaxed way, so you can feel the exhale through your lips. So inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. So you're settling into that rhythm. You're just finding a rhythm that's comfortable for you. breath is slower. And you can feel it lower, so in your abdomen. And see if you can, as you inhale, just breathe into the belly and just feel the breath right down to under your navel. So inhaling and exhaling. So inhaling, the belly rises right down to under the navel, and exhaling. Brilliant. So continue breathing in that way. And what I'd like you to do is to bring your arms on either sides of your body, your feet on the floor, sole of your feet into the ground. And as you inhale, the moment you start inhaling through your nose, you're going to lift your arms up and you're going to follow the rhythm of the breath. So if you get to the end of your inhale and that's where your arms are, then that's it. You exhale and you just allow your arms to go back down. So inhaling through your nose and see how far your arms go. It's your breath that tells you how far you go. And exhaling. So inhaling. Exhaling. So your breath is slow. And so is your movement. Movement follows the rhythm of the breath. So inhaling. And exhaling. Do this a couple more times. Inhaling. Exhaling. If I'm going too fast or too slow for you, just follow the rhythm of your own breath. Inhaling and exhaling. After 2 times, you're going to come to the edge of your seat, feet into the ground, and you're going to place your hands onto your knees. You're going to straighten your spine. Imagine lengthening your spine. Imagine that there's a thread on the top of your head, and that top of your head is lifting just gently towards the ceiling. And you're going to continue breathing in the way that you have so far. So you're inhaling through your nose into your belly and exhaling through your mouth. So you're going to Inhale into your belly. And you're going to lift your chin. So remember that movement is really led by the breath. So you exhale into your belly. You can round your back, bring your chin towards your chest. You can hold on to your knees. And as you inhale, pull yourself back up, chest towards the sky, chin towards the sky. The movement is led by the breath again. So times it takes for your movement from start to finish is led by your breath. And your breath is fluid, slow, and comfortable. So your movement matches the breath. Continue. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Couple more times at your own pace. And after you've done that a couple of times, but take the time to finish up, then you can come back to the back of your seat and place your feet flat onto the ground. So in this position, you're going to continue breathing in the way that you've been breathing, inhaling through the nose into your belly, exhaling through your mouth. And you are going to either grab the back of your knee or your knee. It will depend on the length of your arms. It doesn't matter either way. You choose one or the other. And you're going to do the same thing is as you exhale, you're following the rhythm of the breath. And as you inhale, allowing the knee to move away from you. As you exhale, the knee comes towards you. As you inhale, it's away from you. So either on the knee or the back of the knee. Inhaling. One more time. Be able to let the knee come down. Changing sides. As you exhale, then towards you, and inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. So follow the rhythm of your breath. So it's a slow and fluid movement. You're going to put your foot down. You can place your hands back onto your knees. Just take a moment to take a few breaths. Inhaling into your belly. Exhaling. You're going to be able to come to the side of your chair and then grab the chair. So if it's possible to actually grab it in that way, to place your hand over the back of the chair. If that's too much, you can place your hand on top of the chair. Either way is fine. So in this position, you are going to inhale into your belly. And as you exhale, you're going to twist and look as far back as you can. As you inhale, you come back. Still being led by the breath. So exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. and come back to center. And then you are going to change sides. So if you're at home, you can just turn around on your chair. I'm going to turn the chair because I'm facing you. And same thing, there might be a side that's better than the other or easier than the other, where you can really go over simpler, or you need to place your hand on top. So, placing your hip against the back of the chair, inhaling into the belly, exhaling, twisting, holding, coming back, exhaling, twisting, inhaling, coming back, exhaling, twisting. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. And then coming back. And you're going to be able to sit on your chair. And just use the back of your chair to relax. You can place your hands onto your lap. You can close your eyes if that's more comfortable. And you can just allow the breath to just go back to normal. And just take a moment to just allow the body to feel supported by the chair. So maybe it's noticing the contacts between your body and the chair. And maybe noticing that as you exhale, the body naturally sinks into the chair. Because on each exhale, the body naturally relaxes. And you can see and feel the muscles relax. It just happens naturally and automatically. All you have to do is just allow it to happen. And maybe there's a sense of heaviness, but a comfortable sense of heaviness. As if like the body was responding to gravity. As if gravity was helping the body to relax further onto the chair. And you can allow this to happen as it happens. Because the chair is beneath you and is holding the body. It's just noticing how relaxation happens as you allow it, and how it happens in whatever way it needs to happen. Relaxation just finds its way. And it takes the time it needs to do that. And while the body is relaxing, you can also bring your awareness towards the space around you. Just really sensing that space and sensing how much space your body is taking up in the room. And becoming aware of the temperature of the air in contact with your skin. Places like your face or your hands or even your feet. And becoming aware of sounds, either further away from you or closer to you. You might even notice silences. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and really look around you and name 3 things you can see. And then you can place your hands onto your arms and give you a few strokes. And then come back. Well, thank you for joining me for this practice. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you managed to connect to the breath and slowing down. And I'll see you in the next one.